Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying watching reality turn into the Twilight Zone. We already saw that CNN ran a story about how Facebook has all this fake news on it, and you shouldn't trust news you see on the internet. You got to be careful what you watch. You can't just believe anything that people just tell you. You got to believe people like CNN that are super credible and are totally real news, not at all just propaganda for the Clinton campaign.
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us. And in full disclosure, let's take a look.
Okay, so that clip of Chris Cuomo kind of refutes the idea that CNN is not fake news and the stuff on the internet is real news. Anyone who actually read the WikiLeaks got way more fucking news than anyone who watches Chris Cuomo at all. Anyone who watches Chris Cuomo is literally having their head filled with ridiculous propaganda from the Clinton campaign because they all are funded by the same people. They all have the same donors and they all want to ride that money train. So that's obvious hypocrisy right there. The Washington Post is going to go even further down the insanity rabbit hole. The same Washington Post that ran all these ridiculous smear, hack, non-news stories that smeared Bernie Sanders for the most insane SJW kind of bullshit, the most insane non-issues, nitpicking, talking about how Bernie Sanders is sexist, running a headline called "What Bernie Sanders Still Doesn't Get About Arguing with Hillary Clinton," saying that he interrupts her and he's just a horrible sexist, even though in that actual incident Hillary Clinton interrupted him. It's just evident, and they're just lying. Mental health patients to Bernie Sanders. Don't compare us to the GOP candidates. He called his political opponents crazy? What an ableist piece of shit, Bernie. We're not going to focus on any of your policies that might help people or any of your ideas that aren't really getting any coverage. We're going to focus on how you're an ableist piece of shit, marginalizing mental health patients. So yeah, the fake news Washington Post is now promoting a group that is making a list of fake news sites. You heard me right. And it's not just a list of fake news. It's a list that they say are news sites that are Russian propaganda. Literally, I am not making this up. This is what the Washington Post is doing. The Washington Post is partnering up with this group called Prop or Not, which has made a blacklist of media sites which you cannot trust. You must trust the ridiculous website that runs 16 negative headlines against Bernie Sanders. We're not propaganda. We promote people that call out propaganda. We would never be as insane as someone like Alex Jones. We would never be as insane as someone like Alex Jones who would insinuate that Obama is working with the communists and Putin and the communists are infiltrating us to take over America. And they're gonna have the fucking Stalinist troops goose-stepping down the streets any day soon. Obama holding up the American flag, but holding the communist hammer and sickle behind his back. Mwahahahaha. Obama, the secret cabal. Yeah, they're so concerned about fake news like this. They would never be as ridiculous as this. There's no way that the Washington Post would promote a group like Prop or Not. So Prop or Not, literally just as insane as Alex Jones. They are insinuating that Jill Stein, all I did is go to their Facebook page, this is the first thing that popped up. They are insinuating that Jill Stein had a secret meeting with Putin. They're insinuating that Putin funded Jill Stein and Mike Flynn to invigorate liberals that don't like Hillary Clinton so that Putin can... Oh wait, they never get to the last step. They never want to go so far as to say then they're going to be goose-stepping down the street and taking over America with their communist troops. You know them. Trump is going to send in the communist troops from Putin. It's not like Putin just likes Trump because he's less militarily aggressive towards his troops and planes. There's no way that Putin just doesn't want a major conflict with the United States because it's in the best interest for both of our peoples. Anyone who says that is a Russian propagandist. Look at this picture of Jill Stein. First of all, they have zero evidence that that's Jill Stein. This is literally the exact kind of fake news that they are saying they're taking down. Oh my gosh, Drudge Report isn't just wrong and right wing. They're funded by the Russians to take down the United States. Like, I can't believe that this is real, and I feel like I'm going to wake up and I'm going to find out I'm in a dream. The idea that the Washington Post is calling out fake news as they promote Prop or Not, which is literally just propaganda for the Democratic establishment, saying that anyone who says anything against the idea that America should be and NATO should be involved militarily everywhere, anyone like Glenn Greenwald who doesn't think that NATO troops should be running drills on the Russian border is just a communist sympathizer. And Prop or Not's going to make a list. They're not only making a list of outlets which you shouldn't read, they're having a browser service that specifically notifies you if you're on a website that's considered Russian propaganda. And the list of websites includes several prominent left-wing websites that are very respectable that are not propaganda at all. And it's just insane how little self-awareness they have over at the Washington Post. Like, I don't understand how do they go to sleep at night knowing how much of hypocrites they are. The idea that they smear fake news on the internet. Oh, you can't just trust everything you see on the internet, while they promote this shit. This is the epitome of don't trust everything you see on the internet. Just because someone takes a picture of some lady with gray hair and Putin's there, that means that Jill Stein is infiltrating the United States and then Russia's gonna take over. Russia's gonna take over. Give me a fucking break. Jesus Christ. Like, the Washington Post is the most insane site that you could possibly go to. The Washington Post is the new left-wing Alex Jones. The left is literally becoming a parallel mirror of the insanity that used to only be on the right. Or at least I thought it used to be only on the right. But I'm just stunned at the level of insanity. I bet you guys are too. Promoting Prop or Not while talking about fake news. Yeah, Washington Post, keep telling yourself you're real news. Keep telling yourself that. Everyone like Omar Peoples, share the video, do all that stuff. I don't know why you do it, but some people want to do it. Peace out.